Good morning, everybody. We are here located at Center Court, the National Mall of Pickleball in Washington, D.C. This event is put on by Humana and the Trust of the National Mall. I'm Angela Farmer.
And I'm Lee Whitwell, and welcome to Poor Decisions.
Lee, how surreal is it that we are literally sitting on a pickleball court located at the National Mall?
It's absolutely insane. We flew in on Thursday, and we saw, the Forrest Gump stretch of water. We saw it all, and now as we were walking around, we came to pickleball to see what the setup was like. And Center Court is stunning. I don't think there's been a prettier backdrop. We've got the Capitol behind us and the Washington Monument on the other side of us. We're literally in the dead center
We are.
of both these iconic monuments.
We are. One of the most amazing things about this is it is the only national park located in the center of a major city. It's also the most visited national park in the US with over 25 million visitors a year. That is more than Yosemite, Yellowstone, and the Grand Canyon combined.
That's a lot of people. Just saying, that's a big number.
It is a big number.
But it's pretty impressive that they were able to pull this off and have pickleball in a national park.
Absolutely. It is the first time in this country's history that they've been able to pull this off, and that's all thanks to Humana and the Trust for the National Mall. This is a really big deal. For some of you who don't know my background, I'm also a conservation photographer, so this is such a blessing for me because it's where both my worlds get like just come crashing together. My conservation work as well as just my passion for pickleball.
Absolutely, and it's pretty fun to have a front seat at seeing this collision happen in real time.
Yeah. So I know that some of you are probably asking, like, what is the National Mall? And I think a lot of people don't know. So just as Lee kind of explained before, it's a mile-long stretch of green space between the U.S. Capitol, Lincoln Memorial, and they call it America's front yard. So it's kind of like how national parks are protecting wilderness. It protects America's civil and cultural heritage, making it both symbolic and accessible. And it's a site for like recreation, for protests, for celebrations, and for remembrance. So it's an incredibly important space.
I'm so glad that you took notes because if I had to remember all that, I would not be able to. So I'm glad this is.
Also, I think one of the most, I'm just going to plug a little bit of education here. One of the most important facts that people don't understand is, did you know that this land is actually owned by you, the people? It is owned by you. That is what public lands are. Now, yes, it is governed, it's managed by the government, but you, the people, own this land, hence public lands, and hence why it's so important for us to protect these spaces.
Absolutely, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 3 times space.
It's unbelievable. It really is. And some of the most iconic things have ever, like, in our history in this country have happened right here, right where we're sitting. I mean, presidential inaugurations, MLK's I Have a Dream speech, and the march in Washington happened right here. It's a big deal, big deal. But yeah, it's an honor to be here.
And we get to do pickleball. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
So we are here, Game Changer, obviously promoting and wanting to help raise funds for the National Mall, but also really just in support of everything and everybody. We actually have some veterans playing pickleball right behind us.
Yeah, there was a congressional match on Thursday evening, right? We came up here and politicians were battling it out. I don't know who won. There's the Incredible Duos tournament, which is 8 teams have competed. These are the finalists, 8 finalist teams that have been competing, and their stories are absolutely incredible, and we can't wait to bring those stories to you. I've got Leanne Towns, the EVP of Weber Shandwick, and she's going to explain to us what's going on here. We've got the Ultimate Duos contest. So what is that about?
We have the Ultimate Duo tournament that's happening today. We put out a submission across the country. We asked for people to share their stories about what pickleball has meant to them, to tie with the theme of moves that serve. And what we learned is that pickleball is so much more than court time.
Right.
It has helped people build community, and it has helped people overcome grief. It has helped people on their personal health journeys. And it's really incredible. We had over 100 submissions from all across the country. And so today we have a number of those participants here today. They're doing the Ultimate Duo tournament, and we'll have the final match at 11. And we are just so excited to celebrate them and to really celebrate what pickleball has done for them in their own personal relationships.
So you went from over 100 submissions down to 8.
Down to 8.
How did you pick those 8?
Oh man, lots of tissues.
Yes,
We were like reading the submissions, learning about people's experience, and we just went with the stories that felt like there was the most heart, and really the stories where pickleball has been transformative for individuals. But it was really hard. There was a lot of really good competition, and even though we couldn't invite everybody that submitted down to the courts this weekend, it was just so overwhelming to know and to think about the impact that pickleball has had on people's lives.
And if you think about it, like I say this all the time, it's like it's a plastic ball with 40 holes
Yeah.
that we're all massively addicted to. But it's amazing what this plastic
Yeah.
ball has done for so
Yes.
many different people.
Yes,
And then these 8 teams here
Yeah.
represent hundreds.
that's right.
And their stories are echoed
Yep.
around the country and world.
That's right.
I'm here with Kelsey and Bill, who are one of the 8 fantastic duos that entered into the competition and are here at the National Mall. And I just want to know how you both met and what brought you here.
So Bill and I are neighbors. We live next to each other, and we became friends about a year ago. And I told him a year ago that I wanted to start running. I wanted to do a couch to 5K. And so we've done a few 5Ks, but we actually hate running. So we pivoted to pickleball.
Okay, whose idea was it to pivot to pickleball? Because Bill, tell me it was you.
It was me. It was me because I hate running, and I heard so much about pickleball. And she told me that they had free lessons at the YMCA in New Bern, which is the nearest city closest to us. So I said, let's go practice. I have a tennis background. She does not. But we went over there. She let us practice, and she loved it. And with the tennis background, I was able to pick it up real quick, and she did too. So we migrated from the YMCA to our local church group. There's a church camp close to us, and there's about 60 people, very close knit, that play over there, and we all became family. And she was adopted, I was adopted and they taught us how to play over time to get us to where we are now, or Essie got us to where we are now.
So I have a question for you, Kelsey. Do you just knock on random people's doors and say, I'd like to run a 5K? And was he the first door you knocked on or the 5th door? And he said you finally got a yes? How did that go?
Actually, I have 2 dogs, 2 labs, and his daughter came to visit and brought 2 labs. So his wife knocked on my door and said, can our dogs play? And that's how I met Bill. And I said, sure.
I love
And the
it.
next day, it was it started with the dogs coming over, and they said, we're going to have crabs tonight. You want to come over for dinner? So I went to dinner, and they said, we're going to go out on the boat tomorrow. You want to come? So I went there. And then it was 2 days later, we said, I guess we're going to start running. I just met this man. I guess I'll go run with him now. I hate running.
Yeah, nothing, I can't think of anything safer.
Exactly. I was like, what have I done?
So I'm just going to go there because visually, and this speaks to pickleball. There's a little bit of an age difference.
Yeah.
Right?
35 years, yeah.
In dog years, that's 350,000, but that's okay. We're not going to mention that.
Yes.
But I think it's the beauty of pickleball that it brings everybody together, and you can make friendships. And this is, out on the outside, what may look like an unlikely friendship, but is now a lifelong family, right?
Yes, yeah. We spend holidays together now. I know his kids, his grandkids.
Who are here.
Yes, yeah.
And her
My family came.
old relatives are here. We get to meet each other.
Yeah.
And they're all going to come for Thanksgiving. A lot of them are coming for Thanksgiving. We're going to have a big feast back in North Carolina.
Am I invited?
All coming together because
come on down.
I have to. I don't want to run a 5K though.
She's a professional cook. That's right.
Yes, I'm a private
She's
chef. That's what I do. Yeah.
That's what she does.
Okay, I'd like to come to Thanksgiving, but I don't want to do the turkey trot.
No, you don't. You can sleep in like a normal person.
I can. I'm a really good sampler.
Oh, okay. We need
I'm
that.
a really good taste tester of
We need
things.
that.
I
We'll
love
start with
that.
mimosas and then.
Now you're
We'll
speaking
sample
my
the
language.
pastries.
Exactly. Playlist on fire for every generation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, the only reason why these things can execute as seamless as they do is because of the volunteers that come and work these events.
100%.
So hats off
Yeah,
to all of the volunteers that have made this possible.
absolutely. And then also yesterday, I forgot to mention, we got to play pickleball with the kids from the Emerald Legacy Foundation
Yes,
and teach them pickleball.
yes.
And me and my coach went out, like, oh, let's learn how to dink, and they're like, no, we want to play pickleball, we want to play from the back. So we had a blast, and there were smiles on their faces, which is all that matters. And paddles stayed in their hands.
It was wonderful. It was so
Yeah.
great to see the kids having so much fun and learning how to play. We also had a clinic yesterday that you had beginner, intermediate, and advanced players out there. And I know that you had worked with Kristen.
Yes, Kristen Hickman is the other APP pro here with me. For those of you who don't know, she plays on the Masters tour. She plays a lot with Chris Powers and balances out that doubles duo very well to the podium pretty much every week. Yeah, she's amazing. She's been a lot of fun. She'll be here this morning as well. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing because if we can spread joy and love through pickleball and be in iconic places like this, then I think we're doing okay as our job.
I think so. I also want to speak to at ChangeHER. We actually focus in on that 45 plus demographic. And
Oh, you mean the one I'm the inspiration for?
yes,
Sorry. The theme yesterday was a lot of people coming up to me. Anyways, thank you.
but I want to give a shout out to Humana Foundation, whose mission is lifelong health, food security, and senior well-being. They, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America, and especially for seniors. Nearly 60% of players are over the age of 55. And so that's why ChangeHER events really focuses in on them.
Absolutely, and it's sometimes I get my feathers ruffled, when I'm told I'm an inspiration because I never want to be that, but at the same time, it's like if that's a hat that we're wearing and we get to be the inspiration for the 45, 50, 55 plus, 60, 65, 70, 75. We've had all ages.
Yeah.
Last week I was playing on the court with 84 and 89, I think, or maybe 90. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that is what matters.
It is.
That's important. Seeing people being active, smiles on their faces, embracing community, making friends, and pickleball's a vehicle that does that. That's pretty epic.
It is. I mean, so technically we're really helping the healthcare system by playing pickleball.
Absolutely. Just don't get hurt because the chiropractic system is like, hey, we love you. We'll edit that out. Maybe not.
Oh my goodness. We are going to talk a little bit about. We actually have quite a few events coming up. I can't believe it. We're already at the end of 2025, and we're in the last quarter.
What a year.
I mean, the year is just literally screamed by. And we could do a little recap on 25 and then give a little preview about 26.
Here's the problem with doing a recap on 25. Like, to me, it's like if you tell me, do you remember 20 years ago? 20 years ago to me were the 80s. Like, no matter what, 20 years ago is the 80s. So if you tell me to recap 25, I'm like, no, we're still in March. Like, why are we recapping the year? Obviously, it's not over yet, and it is nearly over. It's quite sad. It's amazing how fast it's been.
It's crazy, right? I mean, but we are a very new company, and I think that we're a blessed company with just how quickly we've grown in this past year.
And I think even more is how quickly we've been embraced in the pickleball world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's I think growth would be hard if they're like, no, stay away. But the feedback's been tremendous, and yeah, it's endless. Sorry.
It is surreal.
And I'll say that a lot. I don't normally use that word, but it is very, very surreal to see what we're building and the impact that it's having on people. And at the end of the day, I think that's what we both care about, is like we want to make a difference in people's lives, and pickleball is the channel that we're choosing to use and the vehicle we're using, and to see it come to life and to hear the stories real time of how we're helping people is purely magical.
It is. It really is. So I'll just do it in a nice little bow. I think 2025 we started out doing really small clinics and we did a few camps, and then it kind of just started growing in not just in cities in the United States, but in towns across the world. And now Game Changer is not only in the United States, it is in Italy. We are going to Greece. We are going to Iceland. We are working out right now. We have, I won't say where, but we have a plan for possibly close to the English Open. We have so many countries that we are trying to help grow the sport in. And that alone, just knowing the growth that we are able to be a part of, is incredible.
Absolutely, and selfishly, I'm from Gibraltar, so it gets me in Europe a little bit more. So I'm never going to say no to a European trip.
Right? And I'm Canadian. I cannot wait to go to Canada with Game Changer.
It's been a fun 2 weeks of just events.
Right?
Yeah, I did the 9/11 event last weekend. This event this weekend. It's been nice. And now I got to go back and
now she's actually got to
try.
Defend her title. She did get the Triple Crown 2 times in a row the last 2 APPs.
No. Let's not have expectations. Let's just have expectations of entertainment.
And actually, it's something that is really respectful about you is I listen to you give people advice. There was a little girl who came to the tent yesterday. She was 13 years old.
Valentina.
Yes. And she was, she's local here to DC, and there's not many people or kids that she can play with. And we asked her a question.
Yeah, I did. I said she plays tournaments, and I said, "What is your thoughts? What are you thinking about when you're playing tournaments?" And I was hoping for the answer that I got, not this one, because like a lot of times when you ask people, what are they? I want to win, I want to do this, and her answer, she gave the most mature answer for a 13-year-old, and said, "I just want to see what I've done well and what I can improve on, and start learning and growing from there." And I thought that was a very, very intelligent answer from a 13-year-old. So, and the way she said it, it's somebody I definitely want to work with. Like, I can make you better.
Right? But her advice was also, you remind people to have fun, to not take the game so seriously, because it's just a ball with 40 holes, a plastic ball
with 40 holes.
Right?
Yes.
And you kind of just remind them about the joy of the game.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of us, right? I don't think that any of us have thought that this basketball will change our lives, yet here we are. And sometimes we tend to take it a bit too seriously, but at the end of the day, we just have to realize it is a basketball with 40 holes. And remember why we got into the sport in the first place. And don't ever lose the joy of playing football and the smile. Play with everybody. Don't be that person to go, I'm going to play five play with my level. If they're going to ruin my game, if they play for 3-0, don't be silly. You're not going to ruin the game. You're going to make somebody else's day. That's way more important.
There you go. Well, I think that I can see that the staff is starting to surround us. The music is starting. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But the one thing I want to say is pickleball and conservation may seem worlds apart, but at their core, they're about the same thing. Connection to each other, to community, to our environment, and to something bigger than ourselves.
And I feel like we're at the Oscars and they're just playing our walkout music because they want us off the stage. So it's goodbye from us, and we'll see you on the flip side. And we will turn the camera around so you can see.
We will. We'll actually be recording a few things today, and we'll be adding it into this podcast.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And just remember one last thing. Don't make any poor decisions.
Leave those to us.